We put everything in the storage unit that we don't use, and we reuse it as the next property if it's serviceable. If it's not, then we just sell it off. We just sell it off and give it to somebody.
Or trash it.
Yeah, or trash.
A lot of gas stoves, they might be in decent shape. So
yeah, but we just don't use them at all. We don't use them at all. So, all right. So let's typically walk through this. So this right here, typically will be once we get down, it's going to be about $750 a month.
How many rooms?
This is going to be six. Six. Yeah, that's what I'm going. That's 6 rooms. Yeah, so
You said 6 bedrooms?
this is going to be 6. Yep, 6.
How many beds?
5.
Here.
I y'all find it. Somebody 5.
So this wall goes out, it comes back to here, and then a new bathroom and a closet.
Oh, I'm not talking about just regular ones.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna make this the kitchen. We're gonna knock this wall down here. Alright, because when you walk further back, you can see how small the kitchen is. So we need a bigger kitchen. So we're gonna knock this wall down. Actually try to open our kitchen. Well, yeah. Well, actually, that you just said they share.
Most people don't cook out. Let's be honest.
They don't. Yeah, they share. They have no problems with it. Just like college. You know, in college, your dorm kind of situation. Same scenario, but you know they share the kitchen. They don't go in. They have no. I haven't had any issues with the kitchen. Now we do. Well, when I show you how we concentrate on the laundry, we do provide laundry in all the properties. And even though Scotty like the coin laundry, we don't do coin laundry. No, but we're going to give them a laundry room. So for free. So we do share that, but we do if we needed to lock it. We can. Like if there was an issue around the laundry, people down there just not leaving their laundry, we can lock it. And we
Same way with the thermostat.
Yeah, we can lock that as well.
And when you put the bathroom in people's room, a lot of times they might even come out their room. Besides.
So we haven't had no issues. No laundry problem. No kitchen problem.
So how do you all do the utilities? You have a fixed amount or?
So all the rooms, everything is included. Everything. So when we talk about, we provide Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi is included. And we'll run some numbers down to you so you'll see exactly what we're talking about. So Wi-Fi is included. Gas and electric is included. Water is included. What else is it?
Cable
internet bit. We furnish the rooms as well because we learned if anybody does any type of room, people bring their own stuff in these rooms and they destroy your house. So me being in the Navy, we learned about preventive maintenance, right? So we want to prevent stuff from happening. So that's what we do. So we don't let anybody bring any furniture in the room. We actually provide the furniture ourselves and the TVs and everything. Because when people bring, they'll be in this room like, oh, I'm gonna put a big old super quick king in this room where it can't fit a super king, and you're gonna destroy your walls, your steps, and then you're gonna come there, you ain't gonna have no banisters, and they're gonna be like, who did this? That was like that when I moved in. So you don't want none of that. So we prefer. Go ahead.
What's the profile? What's the general profile of renter? So they don't have stuff that they can bring in. So
no,
they don't have a lot of stuff.
No,
if they part with it, like what's the general profile?
So when most things that come in, we don't say don't bring nothing. Like you can bring your clothes and you can bring stuff like that. We say don't bring no bulky items into the property and no ACs. So we don't have no ACs in none of these windows because believe it or not.
Yeah. But where do they work? Like the
Who are the
people?
All right, so as you know, Amazon took over a lot. So I know everybody has friends that work for Amazon. So typically, we get a lot of folks from Amazon, but we don't really, as long as you can provide us with adequate income, we don't really say, all right, well, if you're working here, then you can't live here. As long as you can provide with adequate income and we run your background, we know you're not having big, huge convictions, drugs, and all that kind of stuff. But we're actually matching the people in these room houses. So we're just not like, oh, you got $2,000, we're just gonna throw you in the room. That's not how it works. So we actually match these because personalities work. Like if you have a college background, if you hate the person you cross from, it ain't gonna work because every day you're gonna be doing something. Now they're gonna be trying to do something to you. So we try to match these personalities, and it's been working. But we don't. As long as you can provide, as long as you can afford the room, and that we can show us adequate income. That's typically with in the background.
And there's no smoking policies. There's no smoking.
Yeah, no smoking in the property.
No pets? No pets?
No pets. There's no smoking, no pets, none of that kind of
construction
stuff.
workers, like single people.
Yeah, construction workers.
Yeah,
we got all kinds.
A lot of older people.
Now, believe it or not, we got all types of tenants. We got some dancers. They able to afford their rent. They showing us P&Ls and stuff. So we like, look, we can't really discriminate. If you're a dancer, but you can show me a profit and loss statement, It is what it is, right? So at the end of the day, right?
That's a nice little.
It,
Yeah, because
it is, but at the end of the
I thought
day,
you were talking ballet at first, but go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. I ain't got no
Or
ballet dancers, but we got dancers. So, but they pay their rent on time. They don't have a lot of foolishness, and we got a lot of rules in these properties. We don't, and they come. And we camera all the properties. All the properties
In the
have
common
cameras.
areas.
Of course, in the common areas. Because you gotta remember when you're renting out a room.
I like it.
When you're renting out a room, your expectation of privacy ends in the room. So that is what you are leasing. Now, everything else in the property, the common area stuff, we're talking about the living room, the dining room, the other bathrooms that's common area. We actually provide cleaning for those, the laundry room and all that stuff. So, that is open air for everybody. But we can't, so we're not, when we come in the room, we're not going to just come in your room because that's where your privacy
Every room has key.
What you gonna see,
What you call it? Mechanical.
everything has mechanical, nothing electronic.
You get off Amazon and like
Yeah.
$60.
Yeah, nothing electronic. So,
You talking about the ones with the numbers on it?
Yeah, like
So you have your
Well,
own
then-
code to your.
You got your own code to the room. That's
It's like a hotel. Think about hotels. It's the same strategy.
Have you had any issues with
exactly.
crime?
So much like
Any violence or any type of issues
well,
in the property? Not
we
necessarily-
had a couple of domestics, but that's gonna go anywhere. I mean, like that's just the nature of everyone. They have an issue with their boyfriend or girlfriend. I think it was something like that, but not a lot of crazy crimes because when we run everybody's background, and we're looking for
do your
we're
work in
looking
the
for
beginning.
nuisance stuff. We're looking for nuisance stuff. We're looking for being locked up over and over and over again for CDS. Because that's a typically red flag. If you're getting locked up that's talking about recent stuff. That's going to bring a lot of people into their property selling drugs, and we don't want that. We don't want that kind of stuff. So we'll turn you away from that.
We turn you away from previous evictions.
Yeah,
I mean, if you ain't paid somebody else, you ain't probably gonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, as far as
But you also gotta remember-
don't really care that so much, but definitely previous evictions.
Yes, but there have been some cases where we will look at the eviction because there are some situations where you might not have a good relationship with your landlord, and they will throw you on the bus just because they don't like you. So we can't just say, all right, you've been, you went to court, but then we look at that because when you get previous evictions, you'll look at if they went for any money. So if they didn't go for any money, they just wanted to put it on your record to screw you over later because most landlords will just look at that and say, oh, she went to court, we ain't messing with her.
And it's only one list. I like to say that it's
Go
only
ahead,
one
Theo.
list for previous
Go
evictions.
ahead.
You gotta move, but I'll add real quick. In Baltimore City, you have to change your construct of what a good person is, right? A good qualified tenant. Down in DC, everybody wants 700 credit score. That doesn't happen to people. I have no issues in any of my properties regarding people paying rent all throughout COVID. And most of the people in my properties didn't have a 650. Many of them didn't even have a 620. What I look at is you gotta trust your gut. You gotta trust your gut. You do your background check, you do your court search, you do your credit review, you do the full background check, employment, check it all out, and trust your gut. If you have a good vibe with that person, somebody else will too. And trust me, most people want a quality house. Here's the issue: you get people not paying rent when the house is slum and trash, rodents everywhere. System's not working. But when you provide them what we're providing them, when we show you pictures of what we're doing, turnkey, beautiful properties, these people take care of your properties on their own. Like I have properties I haven't been to in 2 years, and they've never not paid rent. I've never gone there. I've literally never gone back. Every month they're paying their rent, and they take care of any repairs that are less than $300, and we keep it moving.
Any zoning issues to be mindful of when you're taking a house from just single family and making it room?
Well, not really, because we check on that before we buy the property. So we're looking to make sure that they didn't turn a multifamily into a single family. It was zoned as a multifamily. Yeah, so we check all that stuff. That's what we do before we buy. We check until everything, water, get everything, because you got a crazy water bill, and then you hold something that might come with you. So like Theo was saying, we don't look into we look at the person.
How long is the lease?
We do month to month, because we believe it. If you don't want to be here, then you don't need to be there. So you need to leave.
And we do something 12 months.
Yeah. Single families do 12 months, but more of the room is on month to month, because we want to get you out. If you don't want to be there, we want you to leave.
I have a question. So have you all dealt with like bed bugs?
No, because in these rooms we also buy the bed, we also buy bed bug coverings, and we switch these out regularly. So, and then the property management is around here somewhere. I don't know, there's 2 of them. They're in here somewhere. But what we do is when we buy these beds, we buy the bed bug protectors, and we do inspections on the rooms. So we don't just we maybe do it every 60 days. But we actually go in the rooms and we're looking for stuff that's going to either destroy the property in the future, or they bought bulk items that we said this can't be in here. Because we went into a room not too long ago where it had huge the AC units sitting there just stacked up, and they can't, because that would damage your floors. And the AC units, when the exhaust dripped, it messed up your walls. So yeah, stucco. A lot of these houses are stucco. So that's constant drip will destroy your house. So we don't want that.
Central?
We do. Not all of them, but we do. So like if we're doing a full gut, we'll put a central rack, but we're not gonna do it. We're gonna provide what are the units called? So you roll what are the units we roll in units? Yeah, so we put the portable air conditioners in each room and we run them dedicated lines to the panels. So each room will have its own line because if not, it's going to be causing a lot of amps and it's going to blow your panel. So we run dedicated lines, and you'll see in one of the properties, we run every line to the panels. Yeah, and that way, and they also have options for heat and cooling, but all the houses have heat. Some of them don't have AC, but
So what about Baltimore code? Every house has to have heat.
yes.
What about the flooring? Like some of this floor, some areas.
All this is going. All this flooring is going to be gone. Everything you step on is going to be gone. All this.
When you call it, you sister the beams below.
Yeah.
So you're gonna strengthen your beams that are high.
So you got down to the beam.
All right, so let's keep walking back through the rest of the house. And I'm thinking, hey man, I'm glad you made it, man. Yeah, man.
I've been late checking.
No, I was just wondering where you were at. Oh, okay. This kitchen is going over there. Oh, that's not something most people probably use about 25, 30 grams. So we got,
Well, the truth is, both materials using the same contractor, so it helps. You're passing paint from the last job to the next job. You're passing wood from the last job to the next job. You're passing drywall from the last job to the next job. So it reduces your material costs, and then all you're doing is paying for labor primarily, apart from the new bathroom. But we're not putting in jet tubs in the bathrooms. That's why. Right? We're not doing
you're going to see a bathroom. I think the next property is going to show you. You're going to see it finished up. So, like this room here. That's going to be a bathroom where it's standing over there. So that's going to be a bathroom over there. We're going to redo the floors
into the kitchen.
and the walls. The kitchen's being moved. That little kitchen you passed that was destroyed. That room we were standing in earlier. That whole section is going to be the actual kitchen. So we're going to expand the kitchen so it can be a lot bigger for people because you're not going to need enough of that little tiny kitchen. And then we're going to just destroy that and then expand it to a room and make the kitchen bigger. So how many rooms we count that now? We already count like 3, right? 4?
Yeah.
All right, so we have 4 rooms. So let's make our way upstairs.
Question.
Yeah, sure.
If you have like a row house situation and there's rodents in the neighborhood,
Yeah, that's
how are
everywhere.
you, like, is there a way to actually control it? From
Yes,
being
that's
able to
the
control
inspection
it?
report because most of the rodents come from trash and dirt because that's what rats are looking for. They're looking for something to eat, So when we provide cleaning, that's on us. We provide cleaning twice a month. Cleaning people come in here and they clean it. I mean, they ain't in here just sweeping. They really clean it. And then when we go into these rooms and doing inspections, that's another thing we look for. We want to make sure that you ain't up there got the oodles and noodles or the soup and it's just laying on the floor. And I like oodles and noodles. so it ain't laying on the floor or you got, because that's where the rodents are going to come from.
And also, we're going to address it with the baseboards.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
We're going to address it structurally with the baseboards.
Yeah.
What we're going through, we're not just leaving gaping holes behind.
So there are ways to prevent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
You put water mesh on the backside if you have a rodent problem.
Yes,
I'll be
you
honest
do.
with you, most of these houses, because they're row houses, don't have rodent problems. The only time rodents come in is when there are holes between the two facilities.
Yeah.
You understand? If you're on the end unit, you got to make sure you shore up your perimeter on the end. But rodents aren't just coming into the house; they're only coming through existing openings, and you got to basically shore up those existing openings. Put wire mesh, you put the grate behind it, and you're pretty much good to go.
And then they stay when they find food in the refrigerators. But we're going to make sure we prevent that off in the beginning.
Can you see them? My favorite.
I warned you about that one.
So we're going upstairs.
This one is a bigger house.
When I walked up, I was like,
Yeah, Oh, you mean this?
Well, I'm just, no, you.
I mean,
Based on our experience right
Yeah, no, not the TV. I mean, it's in there. Yeah, right. And that's a lot of times that I be somewhere.
I need to get some kind of stability on the way up, and the same way y'all got rules and stuff.
I think that's amazing. I wish that time, man. I wish that time.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Yeah.
Alright, so you can fit a bathroom right there.
Oh, yeah. Bathroom is going right there.
Right there, with the closet.
Right here with this closet, that's where you gonna put the bed, the bathroom.
So you saw the bathroom in the last house we went to, that was going down the basement, that's the size bathroom we're putting in there. Pedestal sink, a stand-up shower, you know, and a toilet. You're not getting jacuzzi toilets.
No, but it's nice. It's definitely nice, but you're not getting a jacuzzi.
So when you put in the bathroom, y'all are running new lines or you do it?
Oh, that's been run, yeah.
Okay.
And you're gonna see on the next property, and because it's about 80% completed. We just we didn't put the TV and stuff in it, but you'll see TVs on the floor, so we about to do all that kind of stuff. So like I said here, like Leo and Sky was saying, bathroom right there. So we have a bathroom right there. And get rid of all this carpet, windows may need to go. They look alright though. New paint, new everything in here, new floors. We use the same floors through the whole entire house. So the whole house is gonna be laminated or vinyl.
Laminate vinyl plank.
Yeah.
And don't do hardwood anymore.
No,
Okay?
yeah.
Rule number one in real estate: do not do hardwood or laminate floors.
We'll keep
Yeah.
hardwood sometimes.
You'll keep hardwood, but don't put in hardwood.
Mhm.
Don't even put in carpet anymore. Put in laminate vinyl plank. It can get wet. It's best for basements. If you're not
Yes.
tiling, you put that in.
This is for your own.
Looks just like wood. Looks just like wood. Huh?
This for your own projects too?
Absolutely, yeah. LVP all day. We're not doing, unless we're in a high-end flip, we're not putting in hardwood anymore.
Yeah.
We're just doing laminate vinyl planking.
This ceiling is kind of high. Is there something that you would do to take advantage of that? Or
Nah, man,
just...
this is good.
You buy.
Perfect. It's actually perfect. You can change that lamp. I mean, that light.
I just know it's
It's-
I know this is not a high end, but some places might put a loft instead. And,
Oh, no, we don't do that.
No. We don't go.
It's like minimalist living.
We don't want to waste no more money than we have to in a renovation.
So, I don't know if you guys have heard of those micro apartments.
Yeah.
Like a micro, and then to use that.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty, but this is good for people, there's more space. Like I said, the ones that you saw, the other ones are small, shorter ceilings, right? This style of house is actually more perfect. You know what I mean? Because it's bigger. Closet goes right here.
What is that?
Bathroom and closet, like right
But
here.
it's all
No, there's gonna be a bathroom there. We can probably put
Yeah.
a closet over here somewhere.
If you can afford that.
No, I get it, I get it.
Probably take some time.
Yeah, probably. I'm sorry. After you. And the radiator right now. Y'all get ready. Yeah, they're gonna be off the unit. Yeah, he's ready to go on, so we can definitely ready. You got radiators in your house?
Nah, it's forced there.
Oh, yeah, you got AC somewhere.
I got central.
Yeah, you got AC, yeah.
And then the most common thing about the PSU, not being funny, but people.
Hey, Kurt.
you know,
Yep.
If you're doing the individual ACs with the heat, how you doing that same way?
Same way, yep. So they're gonna have options.
Or the AC does both?
Yes, they do
Okay.
both. Yeah. And then, so most of the rooms about, 200 square feet, somewhere around there. Yeah. So this kitchen is going bye-bye. Yeah, so the kitchen is gonna go bye-bye. No. We're just gonna destroy this kitchen and then we're gonna turn this back to a bathroom. So we're gonna, this little section right here, little kitchen, so we're gonna use the plumbing, reuse it for a bathroom, and then we're gonna put a prize door here, and this is gonna be a wall. So as you walk by, it's now going to be a wall leading to a room with the bathroom. So as you make this little left here, it's going to be a bathroom right here. So it's going to be a room and a bathroom and a straight wall. So that's the visual I want y'all to be able to see. So
And then that one will also access this bathroom. Do they share in the same bathroom?
so they're going to. There's
There's a bathroom in the hallway. There's a bathroom in the hallway.
Okay, yeah. So they're going to share a bathroom. So typically what we
This
do
one will have its own.
Yeah, so
Sometimes
so the strategy is we try to only have 2 people to share one bathroom. And that's it. We never go more than that. So we're not doing 3 to 1 bathroom. So anything else is going to be a bathroom in a room for themselves. But we also can't put too many bathrooms in these houses because you're going to have problems with flushing and all that because it's going to take up too much of the fixtures.
You concerned about co-ed sex?
No. So we definitely allow like we actually have couples in the room. We allow that, you know. So but we
No, I'm talking about sharing a bathroom. So like 2 different rooms being rented.
typically we've been using when we lease out the rooms. If there's a top floor room, we try to put 2 females up there or 2 guys. You know, so it's just less stress there, less headaches if they start beefing or they 2 get into a relationship, and then now you got 2 tenants gonna have problems. So we try to do it that way. You know, as best as possible. Most of them are like this. So like I said, this is going to be a wall right here. I mean, that's a wall there. We're going to have a door there, a wall there. There's going to be a bathroom. We're going to have one big kitchen. Now, a lot of times back in the day, everybody, because this would be a multi-family unit, as you can see, the staircase in the back. So they used to have 3 apartments going on. So we're going to get rid of the apartments, get rid of these little bathrooms, and then have one big, giant bathroom on that first floor we was on there. And then it's going to be rooms with bathrooms in the rooms, which I'm getting ready to see in the next property. Any questions? Anybody? No?
So you say this gonna be a long,
Yeah, so think wall here. There's one big wall, and then this is a bathroom.
okay,
And then the door will be right there.
okay.
And this is going to be redone, and all the radiators are going to go out. That's going to be redone, so. You know what? Nobody's going to share bathrooms up here. Okay. There's going to be all bathrooms in the whole floor. Yeah, that's a big one. We're actually going to put a room down there as well.
It looks like this one is doing the order.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Absolutely.
Alright, you guys have a good one though.
All right, man.
Okay.
What's the address for the next location?
We are going to 1524 Baker, which is 3 minutes. 3-4 minutes.
Lock it up.
I'm waiting on Scotty. He got the keys.
I got lights.
Yeah.
Now you got the keys.
Oh, so Scotty gave you the key.
What is it?
I got the keys, Scotty.